Hi, my name is Luke Blecha, and today I'll be introducing you to our collaborative COIL student video project. In this video project, we'll be discussing some of the cultural norms and values that we learned about from our Brazilian partners at FATEC and some similarities we found between our cultures. More specifically, we'll focus on one of Hofstede's dimensions of culture, which is individualism versus collectivism. Alright, so to start off, I'll explain what individualism and collectivism are and how Hofstede defines them. Individualism can be defined as a preference for a loosely knit social framework, sort of how America is, in which individuals are expected to take care of only themselves and their immediate families. They tend to emphasize the I over the we. These societies also typically stress achievement and individual rights, focusing on the needs of oneself and one's immediate family. On the other hand, we have collectivist society, which can be defined as when people view themselves as members of larger groups, including extended family members, and are expected to take responsibility in caring for each other. Countries can be viewed as collectivist by possessing traits such as loyalty, pride, and diversity. These countries often value their ability to work together to shape their lived experiences. So, after doing some research and learning about the culture in Brazil through our peers that are actually in Brazil that we've been in contact with, we came to the conclusion that Brazil can be identified as more of a collectivistic country, although they do share some traits that are individualistic. The overall connotation around it would be more of a collectivist country.
Hello, everyone. My name is Michael. I'm a student at FSU, and today I'll just be further expanding on why Brazil is more of a collectivist country compared to the United States. So, as mentioned earlier, this project gave us the opportunity to decide whether or not Brazil is more of an individualistic or collectivistic, in which we decided that it leans more towards collectivism. So, this has to do with a lot of factors. One of them being the family experience in Brazil. And what this means is that the family experience in Brazil is considered different in a lot of ways compared to American culture, right? So, our FATEC partners explained to us how it's a lot more common for people to live with their parents for a much longer time compared to those in America. For example, one of our partners is a 38-year-old woman who still lives with her parents and claims that the experience is extremely, extremely shared throughout the country, which was backed up by her peers. The urge to move out to begin a life of independence as an American is much more different and individualistic compared to the Brazilian way of looking at it, which is more family oriented and collectivist, as they tend to even adopt their parents into their home if they do decide to move so that they could watch over their parents as they become elderly. Another factor of that leads to collectivism, or the difference between America and Brazil in that sense, is religion and social greetings and habits and things of that nature. So in 2022, Brazil was recorded to be about 68% Catholic, which shows a mass religious unity compared to the United States, which, in my opinion, has more religious diversity. This allows for a collectivist community in Brazil that can depend on each other and share many religious and life goals, right? Brazilians also tend to have different ways in which they greet and embrace each other compared to America. So these greetings can be hugs, kisses, cheek kisses, and other forms of intimate greetings that Americans tend to go away from. Americans tend to use more of handshakes, side hugs, and just waves. As a Cuban American student, I have realized the differences, the drastic difference actually, in intimacy between greetings between two people and I lean more towards a Brazilian way of greeting. So I definitely see this difference for sure. So from me and Luke, as well as our partners from FATEC, which are Anna, Maria, and Fernanda, we just hope that you enjoyed this video. We hope that you were able to learn some of the cultural differences between Brazil and America.